Well, hello there, folks, and welcome to another episode. So, I am sitting in Buffalo, Wyoming. Just finished washing the layer of mud off the Jeep from the bighorns. Don't want to be spreading seeds around as I travel. And, of course, did a little bit of shopping to restock some of my supplies. And now we are headed to the Devil's Tower. Should be kind of cool. We've got, looks like about a 2-hour drive to get there. So let's get the show on the road and get out of the Devil's Tower and see what that's all about, yeah? This is some pretty country back in here. I wonder if this is what the Black Hills are gonna look like once we cross over into South Dakota. That said, first stop is, of course, the Devil's Tower. And I think any second it's gonna pop up and be right in front of us. It's just we've been in these canyons, so we've only had a couple of glimpses of it off in the distance. Let's see, once we come out of this canyon right here, up and over the hill. Some friendly little prairie dogs for you now that we're here at the Devil's Tower. This is why we hate national parks. Traffic. Looks like a giant tree trunk. Wouldn't that be an interesting idea if once there were giant trees? Can you imagine how big that would be? Got a climber up there. Be a frightening climb, wouldn't it? Whew, it's hot. So that there was the Devil's Tower. Took 3 hours to get from the entry point up to the tower itself, and it's only 2 miles. Lost a lot of time, so I didn't hike all the way around it like I wanted to, not to mention it's 90 degrees. I was hoping to get up here fairly early, but yeah, not with the wait. So we are going to press forward and see if we can get into the Black Hills of South Dakota. If we have time with Mount Rushmore tonight, if not, it'll be in the next episode. So I will see you there. Crazy Horse Memorial. Obviously still a work in progress. You can see the equipment up on top there. Well, the Black Hills are definitely beautiful and awe-inspiring in many ways. And it was nice to get in to see Mount Rushmore and all that. But right now, I'm starving to death. So let us go find us a secluded campsite away from the eminent masses of people. There are a lot of people. Yes, there are. Old historic site on this road, Cold Springs Camp. Looks like there were quite a few people here at one point in time. There's a lot of tombstones up there. Cool. It's not a camp though. Good thing I was going slow. Guess this will have to do. I hit dirt, I don't know, 2 hours ago. Drove probably about 30 miles of gravel and dirt roads, did a couple 4x4 tracks, and could not find a single decent dispersed campsite. There were a few places I could park for the night, but they weren't really anything other than like a dead-end spur road, right? Like they closed it, and so there was enough room for me to pull the Jeep into right off the side of the main road. Not what I wanted. And on this particular road system, well, there were three. And the first two I rejected because they had swampy areas next to them and they were a pull off. This one I thought was a pull off, but then I got looking at it and I'm like, I can make it up there in 4 high. And so, yeah, we put it in 4-wheel drive and we came up here. And it's funny, once you got past the rock pile and the steep climb, it's fine. Obviously, somebody came in here and cut a bunch of trees and they've got more marked to logs. So we are going to call it good and call this a night. Sorry, I keep looking around just because there's a lot of critter noise. Lots of deer. Lots and lots of deer. And rabbits and squirrels and whatever those bugs are that make all that noise. Anyway. There are a bunch of elk in here. I kept hearing
an odd sound, actually. It didn't sound like an elk, but the more I thought about it, the more it reminded me of a sound Dad used to make. I started walking and I just spooked 4 of them, but I cannot get them to come out to where I can see them. Did you hear that?